You're with Vanessa and Andrew at Yogi Moksha. We've got a 60-minute yin yoga practice for you today, which we've called Take It Easy. And as the title suggests, it's designed for those days when you're looking for something a little less intense. Maybe you're a bit low on energy or tired, recovering from illness or injury, or maybe you're new to yin yoga. In any of those cases, then this practice is going to be perfect for you. Our holds in this practice will generally be around 3 minutes, but as with any of our practices, if you feel you need to come out sooner, then feel free to do so and just rest. We're going to start our practice, as we always do, with a little bit of centering breathing. So come to your mat, find a comfortable seated position. Just sort of settle into the ground. And if you'd like to do so, you can close your eyes. Just starting to draw the attention to the breath. Today we might try counting the breath. So just counting from 1 to 10 as you inhale and exhale. So inhale is 1, exhale is 2, inhale 3, exhale 4, and so on until you reach 10. And then just coming back to 1 and starting again. And if you lose track of the numbers at any stage, just come back to 1 and start the count again. And maybe as we sit here and start to become a little calmer, you'll find that your counting starts to slow down just a little. Wherever you are in your count, just taking a final couple of breaths now. We're going to get ready to begin our practice. So gently opening the eyes. Our first posture today is going to be butterfly position, which is a stretch for the groin. So from your seated position, just bringing the soles of the feet together. Doesn't really matter how far away they are from your body to start. Looking to create a nice diamond shape. Hopefully you'll feel a little bit of stretch down the inside of your thighs. If you are not feeling the stretch, you can bring your feet closer towards your body. If you're feeling too much stress, then just move them a little further apart. And then when you've found spot that feels right for you, just gently rounding forward. And as you round forward, that stretch will intensify a little in the groin area. You might also get a gentle stretch through your back if you're rounding your back here. You could choose to rest your head on a block or in your hands if you're feeling it's a little heavy to hold up. I'm just trying to relax here in this position. Using the breath to help your body relax. Maybe as you settle in, you find you're able to move a little deeper into the pose. Got just 1 minute remaining, so trying to find a place of stillness for that remaining minute. Gently bringing your body back up, bringing your legs back up. You might like to take a few windshield wiper movements here just to release through the hips. And then we're going to get ready to move into our next posture. So bringing your legs out in front of you along the mat. Maybe, Andrew, I'll get you to flip around the other way. Start by bringing the right leg in, so bending at the knee, bringing that right foot anywhere along the length of your thigh. We're going to turn slightly towards the straight leg and then just allow the body to fold forward over that leg. We don't want to be feeling any pinching in the knee here, so if this is not comfortable for you, you can move the position of your foot, or you could even flip your leg around so that it's coming backwards. Just need to find what works for you. The target area for this stretch is actually the hamstring of the straight leg, so we're looking to feel that stretch all the way down the back of the straight leg. So just making any adjustments that you need to feel that, and then settling into stillness here. Allowing the muscles to relax, which then allows the stretch to move into the connective tissues, the fascia, tendons. Allowing the whole back of that left leg to open up here. Again, as your body starts to open up, you may find you can make some adjustments to come a little deeper into the pose. Or for some people, this has been more than enough stretch for their hamstrings and they need to come out a little. So just start to walk your body back up if that's the case. Just remembering that part of the magic happens in yin when we hold the pose in stillness. So trying to keep movements to a minimum, only what's needed for your body. And coming back up, we're going to take the same pose to the other side. So this time, right leg comes straight, left leg bends at the knee. Foot can come to the inside of the thigh or perhaps behind you as Andrew's demonstrating, depending on what feels more comfortable for your hips. We're then going to pivot at the hips slightly so that we're facing over the straight leg and then allow the body to come forward. Again, we're looking for that stretch down the back of the straight leg. You may feel a little bit of stretch through your back as well. So coming to your edge and then becoming still. Being conscious about remembering to relax in the pose. And if you're feeling any particular tightness or tension in any part of the body, try focusing on that area as you breathe. Just notice what happens. Once again, gently using your hands to come back up to an upright position. Just straightening that bent leg, giving yourself a moment to relax the legs. We're going to come into our next posture, which is coming back to the groin area again, the inside of the thighs. So from your seated position, just coming out, legs out to the side. we're going to fold forward into the dragonfly pose. Now for me, I find that my hips don't really give me the tilt that I need, so I find it a lot easier to sit up on something. Andrew, on the other hand, has the luxury of just being able to fold almost down flat. So again, using whatever props you need to make the pose work for your body, and then just moving forward, feeling that stretch down the inside of the thighs. Relaxing, maybe supporting your head if you need to. You could use a block or your hands. Trying to become as comfortable as you can in the discomfort of the posture. We're here for just one more minute now, so just finding the place you can comfortably hold for the remainder of the time. With your next inhale, coming back up, I'm going to come into a child's pose now, so a bit of a rebound resting position, although while you are in this pose you are getting some benefits as well. So legs can be wide apart or close together, just folding forward. Arms may be out in front, or you could choose to have them alongside your hips. When your legs are apart, you'll be feeling a little bit of a stretch through the groin area. You also feel a stretch in the glutes and a nice rounding through the spine. When you bring your knees together, it increases the rounding of the spine, so you feel it a little bit more in your back and less in the groin area. So finding whatever pose you feel you need. Just coming to silence here. So even as we relax in this restful pose, we are allowing the connective tissues in the body to continue to lengthen and open, particularly through the back body, the glutes. So one more inhale and exhale here. We're going to come to lying on our front for the next pose. So just stretching out along the length of your mat on your stomach. Going to come up onto our elbows, so maybe you can come straight into your Sphinx pose, stretching your arms out in front. An alternative is to take hold of opposite elbows. So you kind of want your elbows to be roughly underneath your shoulders. For some people it's a little further forward or a little further back to get the most comfortable position that they can hold. In this posture, we're compressing through the lumbar area of the spine, so you will feel a little bit of something in your back. We're also stretching the front of the body, so the abdominal area. So those are the two target areas you're looking to feel some kind of sensation. If you don't feel anything, then options are to bend at the knees, or you could adjust the position of your arms, so bringing your arms closer together, further apart. Maybe doing a combination of both. Trying to allow your body to relax here as we open up through the front of the body, putting a bit of healthy stress into the lumbar spine. A final option for those who are really not feeling very much in this pose is to come up into seal. So you can use your hands to push up, as Andrew's going to demonstrate. So taking the weight into the hands, allowing the hips to drop. This posture is going to be, if you are coming up into seal, the posture is going to be easiest to hold when your arms are stacked from your shoulders right down to your wrists. So by stacking our bones in this way, I guess makes the posture simpler for the body. But not everybody can bring themselves up that high. So if you need to have your arms a little further forward, or you'd rather use a bolster or a block to get that height, then you can also do so. Got another 2.5 minutes remaining in this pose, so just finding where you can hold, and if the posture does become a bit too intense, then coming back down into your Sphinx position is always an option. Just inhaling and exhaling. Trying to let go of any tension you might be holding in your shoulders, in your jaw. Letting gravity do the work here. "30 seconds remaining now. So if this is enough for you, just gently lowering your body down. Or if you can hold in stillness for the last few seconds, then doing that. And from here, we're going to push back into our child's pose again. So very gently, moving slowly, coming back onto hands and knees, bringing hips down towards the heels. Remembering knees can be together or apart. And then just allowing your body to fold towards the mat. Perhaps bringing the arms back alongside the hips to give your shoulders a rest. And again, becoming still here. Noticing the sensations in your back as you release into this pose. That rounding is a nice counter pose from the arching that we've just done in the lower spine. Allow any tension in your shoulders to dissipate. Let your body rest. As you turn your attention in here, you'll perhaps notice whether this child's pose feels different to the last time we were in this pose. Maybe it feels a little easier. Or maybe you're noticing sensations in a different part of your body from the last time you're in the pose. Just inhaling and exhaling. When you're ready, gently coming back up to a seated position. Legs out in front again. Our next posture is going to be working the target area of the glutes and the hips. So we're going to bend the right leg over the top of our left leg. So just bringing the knee across the top of the straight leg. And then allowing your body to fold forward any amount, looking to feel some kind of sensation in your right hip. You may also get a bit of a bonus stretch in the straight leg, down the back of the hamstrings there. Folding forward, maybe moving a little further into the pose as the body starts to open up. Relaxing. Allowing the healthy stress to move from the muscles into the connective tissues around the hip. Maybe down the back of that straight leg. Slowly pushing yourself back up. I'm going to go straight to the other side. So this time right leg straight down the length of the mat. Left leg bends at the knee, comes across the top of the right leg. Adjusting as you need to, and then allowing the body to fold forward. Again, we're targeting the glute, the hip area, this time on the left-hand side. Chances are you'll also feel a bit of a stretch down the back of the right leg. maybe coming into your back. Just coming forward, settling into the pose. Using your breath to help your body relax here. Inhaling into any areas of tension. And as you exhale, allow that tension to go. And gently coming back up. Once again, we've got the option to take some windshield wipers with the legs just to release through the hips. Or any other small movements that you might like to take. Stretching out the legs perhaps, giving them a bit of a shake. We're going to continue working on the glutes and the hips here, so we're coming into a figure 4 pose next. So coming to lie on your back. Right foot or ankle is going to come on top of the left knee. And then you're going to take hold of the left leg either behind the knee or on the shin. And just allow your body to come back to the floor. As you pull that left leg in, you should feel a sensation in the right glute and hip area. You may find you need to rock your body slightly from to left to right to find where is going to give you the best stretch in your hip. If this posture is not accessible for you, then you do have the option to do this sitting up, which I'll demonstrate. Andrew, you can just remain where you are. So again, to do it sitting up, the pose looks the same. You just bring your hands behind you for support, and then you can walk your body up or down to get that pose, to get that stretch in the hip area. You can also adjust the position of your left foot. So wherever gives you the best stretch in your right hip is your pose for today. It may not look like Andrew's or my pose, and that's completely fine. We're looking to get a stretch through the hip area, and whatever posture gives you that best stretch is the posture that's right for you. When you have your position, just relaxing. Becoming still. Noticing the sensations that you're feeling in your right hip. Slowly releasing that right leg. Coming straight to the other side. So this time, left ankle comes across to rest on top of the right knee, either in your lying or seated position. You can then either adjust the position of your right foot, bring it closer to the hip or further away. You can take hold of the right leg behind the knee or over the shin. Just pulling in towards yourself, maybe adjusting the position of your hips slightly to find the stretch for your left glute. And then finding your edge, becoming still. I do find that sometimes in this posture, once you've been there for a minute or so, the stretch, the edge moves, you become less sensation in the hip, and so you may need to adjust, pulling the knee in a little closer, or maybe adjusting the position of your hips to find that stretch again. So doing that when you need to, and then returning to a place of stillness. Holding there as the connective tissues release, relax. Allowing the layers of fascia to slide along each other, become unstuck. And slowly letting go of that left leg. Remaining lying on your back or coming to lying on your back. Legs out straight. Going to come into our final pose before Shavasana now, which will be a twist for the spine. So just hugging the knees in towards the chest. Maybe taking a little rock from side to side here. And then we're going to bring both knees together over to the right hand side, so allowing both knees to fall to the right. Arms can come out to the side or perhaps overhead, or maybe you prefer to just keep them on your body at this time. We're twisting through the spine here. Options are to adjust the position of your knees. You could bring them closer into your chest or move them further away from your body. If you're finding the double knee twist is not comfortable for you, then you do have the option to straighten the lower leg. Just looking for a twist that you can comfortably hold, giving you a twist through the whole length of the spine. Bit of a stretch through the obliques, the side muscles of the body. Bit of a stretch through the glute here as well, and particularly on the top leg. And depending on where you have your arms, you'll also be opening up through the arms, shoulders, chest area. Can of course adjust the position of your head, turning it to the left or the right to find what's most comfortable for you, what gives you a better stretch. Gently coming out of your twist now, hugging the knees back into the chest. Getting ready to move to the other side. So this time knees are going to fall to the left hand side. Arms can come overhead or out to the side. Or you could just keep them resting on your torso. Maybe resting one arm on your top knee. Adjusting the position of your head. Finding your twist today and then becoming still. Inhaling and exhaling. Allowing your breath to help you relax in this pose. I'll leave you in silence to enjoy the time remaining in this twist. Gently unwinding now, maybe bringing the knees in for one last hug to the chest. And then coming to lie on your back on the mat. Arms and legs coming into a relaxed position. Bringing the eyes to a close. Allowing your body to rest, relax fully into your Shavasana. Natural breathing here, allowing the breath to gently come in and out of the body. Although this practice hasn't been too challenging, we have worked through most major parts of the body. So certainly worked through the groin, the glutes, the lumbar, abdominals, hamstrings, the obliques. Stretch and a twist through the spine and also opening through the chest and shoulders. So perhaps just take stock as to how you're feeling after this practice. What's changed from when you came to your mat at the start of practice today? Maybe feeling change in the energy levels in your body, perhaps a bit more ease, a feeling of lengthening, spaciousness. Just noticing these sensations as you allow your body to rest. And you can, of course, remain in your Shavasana as long as you wish. But if you'd like to end the practice here, then just bringing some gentle movement back to the body. Slowly making your way back to an upright position. Thank you for joining us for this easy practice today. Namaste. Thank you.